about the short film Light Sculpture. I really like the title. I like the idea of light being a sculpture and playing with the light and lighting and the filters. It was really neat. The sound of the projector and the feel of it was really cool. I just thought it was like an ode to lighting and the lighting department and what you can do with lighting, and especially with films and on video. So great job. It was neat to watch, and I'd even like to see more details about lighting. But it was intriguing, and I thought it was really neat to call it a sculpture, and a great idea. So great job.
Light sculpture is like this brilliant love letter to film, to cinema. I think for any cinephile, it's a kind of perfect representation of the magic of light in cinema and what we love about it so much. But also, I think it does a great job, or can do a great job of sort of articulating to people who maybe aren't interested in cinema just what is so amazing about it, what's so magical about it, what is so transportative about sitting in a cinema and watching light sculpted onto a dark screen. It's just great, and it's chock full of these neat little references to like film history. It's got great use of like film clips and stuff to create that kind of sense of sheer love for the medium. And I think that's what it is, right? This is a true expression of love. And like, what is better than that? So it's amazing.
Light is everything, and this piece definitely captures that sentiment. It's Light is really just that important, both in stills photography and in cinema. It's all about capturing light, and this piece just shows us several interesting results of sculpting with light, which I find fascinating. And it's all presented in this very dramatic fashion, which really serves the premise very well. I think it's artsy, but it is cool, and it's just really satisfying to watch.
Light sculpture. Well, this film had an interesting concept. We had a movie projectionist working in a theater, and he was experimenting with the projection light and uses different filters, different colors to apply over different montages of scenes. For instance, the red was for scenes of anger, and then he applied a blue filter, and that showed scenes that were sad. Really interesting at the end, he put in several filters together and played a montage of an around the world set of scenes. And it was just a nice touch, and I thought this was an original idea, and it was entertaining.
So I just got done watching Light Sculpture. I really enjoyed the film. Thought it was very well done, very well made. I thought there was some really great use of light and shadow in this film. It all feels very meticulous. The use of light, the framing, the precision of the camera work. The visual storytelling here is also really strong. The whole film is entirely visual. It's essentially silent. It makes use of some really strong music. It all evokes a tone that is very moody and atmospheric and worked really well, I thought. This movie feels very much like it's coming from a place of love towards cinema and towards movie going. And the film itself feels very cinematic. I overall really enjoyed the film. I appreciated the strong filmmaking here, and hats off to the filmmakers.
Light sculpture was so cinematic, and it was so like transfixing to watch. You were kind of just sucked in, and I think the music was so just so big and so grand, and you just kind of can't look away. And I loved that towards the end we got to see clips of all of these really iconic movies, these incredible films, and you just get these flashes of them, these little clips here and there, and it was just such a creative, artistic piece that did such a great job using light as a tool, light as a character, the light flares, the all of it. It just had so many different effects using light, and it was just such a treat to watch. And you can tell that the people who were responsible for this film are so talented, are so experienced and skilled in what they do in order to make this what it is. So, fantastic film.
Light sculpture. Loved that anticipatory feeling of going to the cinema with the turning down the lights as the ritual to signal the time to escape. And then the manipulation and creative play with those lights. So taking classic movie footage, which felt like my movie memories, and manipulating them and reinventing them with new manipulations of the light. I thought it was great to have those epic movie scores also to help transport us back. But I thought this was really fun, really cool, and I'd love to see manipulation of more pieces.